Yo, what's up chat? What's up Mono? What's up Brandon? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I had an alright Tuesday, pretty comfy, pretty chill. You know, a little bit stressed from life stuff, but nothing too crazy. Just the usual, you know, working a day job and then streaming. It'd be like that on occasion. But I'm vibing. I'm excited actually for this. It may not look it, but this is a horror game. What's up, Pokehero? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I see you've become possessed. I sure have. In honor of Halloween, today I am Evil Ezra. I am Ezrongle and Drongle. As we previously established, for some reason is the evil me's name. But yeah, this is a horror visual novel. I mentioned on Twitter, if you came here from the tweet or saw the tweet, that the only horror game that's ever managed to like proper scare me was a visual novel. If you're curious which one, it was Doki Doki Literature Club. Is, as far as I can remember, the only horror game that's ever gotten me like fucking, ooh, God, I'm spooked. Like for real spooked. Like almost didn't finish the game spooked. But that was because I didn't realize that it was a horror game, so I do already have that advantage against this one, so it's not gonna catch me off guard. But yeah, I'm kind of excited. Also, I remember I watched someone a long time ago play the like the demo of this game, which I think covered chapter 1. I didn't watch like their whole experience with it, so there's still a lot I don't know, but I have a general sense of the premise. There's some oh yeah, also this happens if you wait on the starting soon screen too long, or the menu. Fucking lost my train of thought because I was waiting for that to happen. No, there's the basic premise is there's like some time loop shenanigans, and the princess is like a godlike entity or something. It's got some like Stanley Parable narrator ass shit going on too. We'll see when we get in there. And then one more thing before we start, because it occurred to me while I was waiting to go to the game screen, because I always wait about 5 minutes. I've done this evil Ezra thing many times, and I've not once switched into evil baby mode. So we're experiencing this together for the first time. Let's see what small Ezra with the evil colors looks like. Actually fucking horrifying. Okay. Good to know. I've never done that before. So yeah, I was just kind of curious about that. And then controls. Okay. Yeah, it's just like normal visual novel shit. I don't know if it's gonna subvert that or not, but anyway, here we go. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh good, there's voice acting.
Is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I get to preserve my voice a little bit. Okay, as we move the mouse around here, and you can't really see the cursor, but take my word for it. Oh, it looked cute too, but it was also a little terrifying because the eyes get bigger. Yeah, so, okay, the backgrounds move a little bit. Also, all of this is hand-drawn, I believe. So that's cool. But yeah, I'm gonna let the voice actors do the work. I'm not gonna narrate.
It will be the end of the world.
Yep, so that's the premise. The narrator tells you gotta kill her. You gotta do it. And then you get choices. Okay. The end of the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds.
Ah, fuck, no more burbs? Wait a minute. Oh god, oh fuck. I can't believe this.
No more people. You have to put an end to her.
I won't lie, this is definitely me when I don't kill the princess. Alright. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Linger on the specifics.
But I need to know. This is like important info.
Just get in there and do what needs to be done.
I don't trust you. You're a voice in my head. Why would I kill the princess? Like, logically speaking, okay, I'm gonna be walking through the woods and I hear some shit in my head, some fucking British guy, which, you know, especially, like, already if you're hearing voices in your head, that's bad, but like if it's British, I mean, it's Jover. So like, why would I listen to you, buddy? You need to like tell me how she's gonna end the world for me to believe you. Like, I'm gonna need like some proof. I'm gonna need some like receipts here. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Give me the receipts, buddy.
Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important
Because it's a video game.
You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
How the fuck am I supposed to know what happened on the journey? What's up, Garga? Also, what's up, Brandon? Hello, hello. Hope you're both doing well. But like, I haven't... For all I know, this is where I fucking started existing in this universe. Fuck you, narrator guy. What would I kind of want to go through all of them, but I also don't agree with these. Like, have you considered that maybe, well, that one, like, if she is an evil entity capable of that, like, yeah, what if she's, like, pissed off? So no, that is a good point. How about you? I'm doing all right. I'm chilling. I'm excited. I've heard this game is really good.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because and before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Let me suggest a more pragmatic lens. Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
But what if I don't? Yeah, why can't someone else do it? Why am I the person doing it? And who are you? Why can't I talk to you?
If only that were the case, but I don't make the rules.
Dog, I'm inclined to believe you do make the rules. I have no reason to prove otherwise. I've played enough subversive video games to know that I don't like you. I think the narrator's the fucking evil one, and I am sticking to that. I don't care.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules.
Again, I'm quite sure you do.
I did.
I don't believe you. However, this game does know me well. I could be persuaded with some money.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her.
I could be... Okay. Can I know what it is?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
So if I think it's 2 doubloons, you're telling me it's going to be 3 doubloons? All right, now you might be talking my language here.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Okay, another valid point, actually. Another very valid point. Modern society has no need for a monarchy. Nor did any previous society. It was simply a construct to keep people who had power in power. Ezra says they're not a political streamer and then talks about their political beliefs. Number 2 million. Okay. I'm kind of starting to see the boy's point. And you know what? The narrator is British, and I'm American, where we don't have a monarchy. I landed in the States, so, like, I feel like maybe he knows more about how bad a monarchy can be than I do. I don't know. I'm kind of torn now. Bro is making some good points here. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Though to be fair, if she's an evil entity, who's to say she can't trick us? Like, okay. I'm sold. I'm not sold. Thanks for telling me what to do. Definitely not. I don't listen to no fucking British people in my head. You know what? I feel like if I keep talking to him, he's gonna continue to talk back. So maybe I should just not say anything. Okay, let's go visit her.
The short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. I don't know why he took over the player character. Does that mean we're not the player character? Are we like a third entity? Are we like the player? And not the hero? That's okay. That's some interesting. Keep that in the back of your head. Okay. Zoom in. Enhance. Okay, don't enhance. Actually, I got really fucking
is almost entirely
pixely.
bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't believe you on account of apparently there's been a journey up to this point. How would I do that without a weapon if it was so dangerous? Banking on that. Let's fucking go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering.
Happy Burbaween. Yo, what's up, Megabot? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well.
Here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice.
No, it's pretty comfy.
Carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Your text is in a different place.
Hypnotizing.
That's not
it's the kind of voice
good.
You only have to hear once.
Kind of weird.
For the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
I have a question. What's this other chain supposed to be for on the right? And why doesn't it have anything attached to it? That's kind of sus. Was there another thing locked down here? Or like, was that your other arm and you broke free somehow? Or like, what's the deal?
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains? Okay.
That's a lot of options. Does she have a name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
But that's not a name.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick, actually.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hard.
But I want to know, motherfucker.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Bruh.
I'm sorry, I've been
Oh,
down here so
wait.
long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
So traditionally, knowing a demon's name is having power over it. So that might be why she's avoiding it.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully, you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
Yeah, I'm with the narrator now, I think, actually.
You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade.
Where are you going?
You can't just leave
Oh,
me
the music
here.
stopped. Okay.
You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She
Yeah.
needed our help to get
Then
out.
again,
But do you hear the conviction?
although that was pretty sus, but then
I don't think
again,
she's bluffing.
if she's all powerful, why can't she escape the
She has to be
chains?
bluffing, but I'd hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me?
Oh, she ate her
Did this
fucking
room get a
arm
lot
off.
Bigger? Your eyes dart to the corners of the room.
Where the fuck
Don't
is
see
she?
her. Where is she?
That seems
Close the door
wise.
Almost
Oh.
magically, its locks immediately
Oh,
click
never
backwards.
mind. We might have fucked
Maybe
ourselves
they'll
with that
open
one.
If you finish the job.
The arm's gotta be a trap, right?
Oh, do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long,
Okay,
long
she's still down
time.
here, and
I'm very good at
what
waiting.
a shocker.
You do your best to patiently wait her out, but eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here. Wait
Keep
for as long as
waiting.
you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long as she remembers.
Oh,
You
fuck.
barely even realize that you've started to drift off.
Oh.
Hate tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs.
Oh, that's probably fine. I don't need
There's
those
nothing to be
anyway.
done. You're already half gone.
I do still have a knife, though, presumably.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything
Oh.
goes dark, and you die.
Damn, alright, rip. Oh! What? Chapter 2? But we're
You're
dead.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Okay.
In the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, is this like a... Like a generational thing? Wait, hold on. Yeah.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to stay.
No, it is a time loop.
Literally
Okay, we are the same person. We can remember.
If he doesn't remember
Or
what
maybe it's
happened,
we can
maybe
remember.
It's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
Wait. Voice of the hero, voice of the hunted.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Oh, but what if the narrator and the princess are working together? What then? Maybe the whole thing is like luring you to do this over and over again to give her more power. What if we just leave?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Bus just caught, I can't be here, sorry, no worries. Thank you for stopping in to say hi, and I hope you have a good day at work, Stalkus. Appreciate you, gamer.
We did our best with the information we were given, and yet you still died, didn't you? So, great, congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
This is a surprisingly good point.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? All the more reason to keep our wits about us, should we even return to the cabin. We could find a safe little hole somewhere instead.
Okay, also a good point.
You have to go to the cabin. If you don't slay the princess, she's going to end the world, which you're always going to be a part of, even if you're cowering in a hole. There's no escaping your responsibility here. Just be quick about it. She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine. People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the...
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Why didn't they just kill her instead of locking her away?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Special can mean all sorts of things. Don't let it make you careless. We need clear thoughts and pricked ears. I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate and
No, it would give
very
me
simple
information to help me do my job. If you give me all the information, if I know that she has, say, a weakness, or I know her history, maybe I will know something that will help me not get torn apart if I go back up there, you fucker.
If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information.
Yeah, exactly.
What is she really capable of?
You're
How
so
are we
right,
supposed to
voice of the
stop her?
hero. You're so fucking true,
Not
bestie.
to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
But why? Why?
Aren't you? Just like us. Of course I'm afraid. Fear is an extremely normal thing to feel when the fate of the entire world is at stake. But that's not the only thing you're afraid of. You're scared of something worse. Stop projecting your neuroses onto me and just get to the cabin already. Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Okay, that's
Great. Now, if you don't mind,
definitely a read. Can you even just leave? It looks that gives you an option to. And if he's scared of me not killing the princess, then that means there must be a bigger power at play that necessitates that I do that. Maybe because the princess is warding off something different. I don't like the sudden ominous music either. You know what, British man in my head? Fuck
yes,
you.
We're safe for taking flight. Seriously? You're just going to
Yes.
turn around and leave?
Yeah.
Do you even know where you're going?
No. Yeah, fuck you, voice man.
I suppose you just
Yeah,
quietly
I sure do.
down the path away from the cabin.
Yeah, I did.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved.
Yeah, no, fuck
Really
that.
keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yeah.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. Everything is getting... What's going on? Where are we? A dark place. Thoughts like us shouldn't be here.
The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness that is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Ah, shit. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There's only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Oh, fuck. Okay.
You're on a path.
So we're back to chapter
woods,
1.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that
So can we skip past what we've already done? We already read all this. Yeah, fuck you. I don't want to talk to the narrator. Guy's a bitch.
A warning. She will lie.
Okay. So leaving's bad. We come into contact with an eldritch god or something.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The blade is your implement.
This time I'm gonna take the blade, I think, but not for the reason you think.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the prince.
I'm gonna try something silly, goofy here.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp. Her voice carries.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Oh.
It's almost as if she's
that
the
was
one in charge
different.
Down here.
Okay.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
She sounds different this time.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are.
Oh.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh.
How about
I haven't
you drop
decided
the
yet.
knife, and the two of us just talk.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things
Why
out.
wouldn't we conceal the
Don't you
blade?
dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten
Okay.
your grip on the blade.
Am I gonna get a choice to do what I wanted to do here?
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward. Your grip on the blade tightens.
No, I
as you
wanted to
steal.
try to cut the chain with the knife. It's gotta be weak at this point, right? Like, she's been chilling
I'm
down
probably
here, but
chewed up
okay,
in
never
space
mind.
head for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk. Then I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't
What's up,
just
Keo?
stand
Welcome,
around
welcome.
like this
Hope you're doing
forever.
well.
Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Well, again, I was hoping to have the option to, like, cut the chain, but okay, let's try to kill her.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Well, we're already this deep.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there?
Well, no, I
The
can't.
princess doesn't do our friend in herself. Internal bleeding is
This is a visual novel. I can only read about it, you fucker.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
Oh. Okay.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
No, probably not.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I would hope it's not the end on account of the game being, what was it? It was 10 gigabytes.
You're on a
So there's a
path
lot in this
the
game.
woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Also, the chapter 2 title was different, so I think I figured out how this game
If he
works.
doesn't remember what happened, then maybe
I
it's
think
best to
based
keep it
on
that
what
way.
ending you get in the first chapter it determines what you get in the second chapter.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter.
Oh, his
if
voice
you
is
can hear us.
stubborn.
The only thing that matters is marching up to that
Yeah, this is
cabin
different.
and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Okay, well, leaving didn't go last time, so at the very least, we have to go to the
Oh,
cabin.
warning. Before you go any further, she will lie. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Okay.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination.
So
The
this
only
looks
furniture of it
different.
is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar,
what?
The blade sitting on the altar.
Are
and
you
the doors
blind,
of the
narrator
basement.
man?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Oh, stop bickering and just get on with it. Who even cares if there's a mirror? As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
It's right
Why would I
there.
lie about something so meaningless?
Oh
What
my
good would a
god.
mirror even
British man in my
do?
head,
Waste
you
time
fool.
preening yourself and
Yeah, I'm looking at the mirror.
walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see.
Alternatively, maybe he's not lying and he actually can't see it.
This
That
really
is
isn't
also
funny.
possible.
You reach
Oh!
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
What's up, Joanna? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. What the fuck is wrong with her hand?
But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
What if we don't?
No knife this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win. As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
Oh.
It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Am I?
As you descend the final
Oh, what the
step,
fuck? She's
the
hot
form
now?
of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. But no little knife this time, huh? No. I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
What's that? Oh, that whole deja vu situation. Yes, it does seem like you and the princess remember each other.
If we're not
so
human but a dragon
let's
hybrid,
say for
maybe.
a moment that
I didn't notice the hand last time, but maybe I just wasn't paying close enough attention. Either way, this is definitely an interesting turn of events.
For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
Like the way our legs are drawn? Yo, true. What's up, Kime? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And why not? You just
Oh, shit.
want to talk.
I didn't mean to click. You decide what to do with me quickly enough last time. Are you scared I'm gonna kill you again? Maybe your word will put you down for good this time? What if I tell her I'm here to free her?
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
Okay, good point.
I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh. And I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists. Is that really too much to ask?
Yeah, especially that last part. Don't be such a coward. I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die.
Spitting
again.
facts.
I find it
Yeah, not dying would be
disturbing that
better.
You seem to relish the thought of it. Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life. We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
Well. What if I step... Well, no, because she might get the jump on me. Let's, I don't really see another way out of it. No matter what, it seems like she wants to fight. So let's get the first blow.
I guess we'll have to see how this goes. Your hand's empty. You charge the princess. Quit the pessimism, will you? Right? It's almost like you don't want us to beat her. No, look, I'm rooting for you. I really am. I'm just doing my best to keep my expectations grounded. You don't have a weapon. You're supposed to have a weapon.
We'll be fine. Just watch.
You attack, fists raised, and the two of you fall into combat.
Okay, they're
Your clawed
acknowledging our
fingers
clawed
tear into her
fingers.
flesh, and her fists and elbows return the blows in kind, bruises blossoming in her wake, and blood vessels rupturing in vivid sprays of gore.
Not bad. You're tougher than I thought you'd be.
Hear that? She respects us. We can pull this off. Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
But without that knife, you'll never be enough.
Her knee connects with your sternum with a loud, violent crack. The wind leaves your lungs, and as you struggle for breath,
Okay,
you
never
feel
mind. It
something
seemed like it was
flooding
going
into the
well.
space. Hot blood, suffocating you from the inside.
You have to want to kill me. Like this.
You don't so much as see her movement before she deals the killing blow. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay.
Are you serious? That's it? That's it.
Like hell it is. We're not giving up that easy. Now get up.
Didn't you hear me? You're dead. There's no...
We're
getting
still
up
talking.
from that.
Yeah, get up.
Wait, no, that's not right. You're...
Not dead anymore.
Yes. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your...
Yeah, take that, narrator.
Alive. The princess takes a step back and looks down at her pulp-covered fists.
I could have sworn I killed you. That's your face splattered on the walls and dripping from my hands.
Yeah, I'm just built better.
Maybe this will be a good fight after all.
The two of you clash once more. It's not as one-sided as I feared, but it's still a far cry from what I'd hoped. Her injuries, though numerous, pale in comparison to yours, and the wounds you've inflicted upon her barely seem to have slowed her down. As much as you're trying to ignore it, adrenaline pushing you far past your limits, every movement burns.
This is getting boring. Are you even trying to keep up with me?
She lands another devastating, no, lethal blow. Everything goes dark. Again. And you die. Again.
You know what I'm going to say.
Though we're not dead?
Yeah, but we're not dead. come on, get up. If we can just keep going, we're bound to wear her down eventually.
Are you sure she can't do what we're doing right now?
There's only one way to find out.
He's got a point. I want to see what happens.
Once more, you push yourself back to your mangled feet.
Oh, she's starting
How
to
are you still
worry.
moving? How are you still doing anything? Bodies aren't supposed to look like that.
An uncharacteristic terror seems to grip her voice. Have we ever seen her afraid before? No, we haven't.
This is how we win. We can do this forever.
I'm going to put you out of your misery. I don't like looking at you like this. You're all twitching and wrong.
I'd like to see her try. We're invincible.
Her fist flies towards where your face used to be, your twisted body incapable of moving out of the way. And then you see nothing. Everything goes dark and we die. Yes, something like that. Well, don't you have something to say?
Yeah, I quit.
Bruh. Okay. All right. Okay. Whoa, what the fuck?
Woods. And at the end of that path,
All right, change of plans. We're taking the blade this time. Now, why would we ever do that?
The contrarian now.
she absolutely
Okay.
destroyed us.
So now we have 3 voices in our head and the narrator.
She sure did. But what a great way to go.
Does it matter? We lost.
Oh, why so glum, Rage? Boy, I thought you were brave. I thought you were proud. Was all that bravado just hot air? Look, it was just... The fight was better the first time. The first time, we had a weapon.
Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here.
Yeah, you think? What does here even mean, though? You've told us about the path of the princess and all of that already, but this is a very different path than the last one.
That's a good point. Everything here is a little off.
A little bit. It's made out of flesh, my guy.
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know.
I
This
see.
doesn't look like a path in the woods. If reality seems distorted, it's because reality is distorted.
So you knew this could happen? You knew we'd be able to restart like this?
I know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me.
That's not really an answer.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
But what about...
No, quiet. You're just confusing everyone for the sake of it.
Don't worry. We only need this one last go at things.
You'd better hope that's true. And don't let that inflated ego get in the way of doing your job. I can't. Anything I say at this point is far more likely to accelerate the unraveling of this place than it is to actually help you do your job.
Okay, that's interesting
I
information.
probably shouldn't have even said that. I trust that if you've been here before, it means you know how dangerous she is. And that you know I'm not lying to you about her.
Really? That's it? That's all we're getting out of you? If he thinks reality is about to end, how about we just let it happen? Wouldn't that be interesting? I think that would be interesting.
It
Do you
would be
actually
interesting.
want to see the end of everything, or do you just not want to fight her? Bit of both.
I get it. You're conflicted.
Okay, I mean, I appreciate
Through
the
a lot,
honesty.
I really have to be firm here. I will tell you one thing, which is that even now you are capable of stopping her and saving the world from ruin. You always have been, and you always will be. Do with that what you will. Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
Yeah, but is there something after the end?
How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there. If there even is a there.
Isn't it your job to know things? Maybe we need a better narrator who can actually answer
Okay,
our
no,
questions.
that's... He's got a point this time.
It's my job to guide you through your task and to state the facts of what's happening. That hardly requires omniscience. And besides, I'm the best you're going to get, because I'm the only one here who can do my job.
I think I could do your job better, buddy. That's true though. We might as well go to the cabin. Last time we did, it didn't go well.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
That's it? No final words of advice?
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you can think of something worth telling us.
Boo. Yo, what's up, Sheepy? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well.
Long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible.
I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it?
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We'll need it if we want to do things right. I say we leave it to rust.
I don't think it can on account of it's pristine, even though it's sitting on some fucking flesh.
Take it.
And this guy's kind of right.
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's...
So he's still...
Blade sitting on the pedestal and the door to the basement. Yeah, we've done all this already.
So he actually can't see the mirror.
I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror.
No, it's
What you're
there,
seeing
buddy.
is that. What are you trying to
Stop
say?
lying.
It means you're hallucinating.
It went away after we touched it last time, hasn't it?
Yeah. Let's take the blade.
It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
That's no fun. And you're not even holding it right. Oh. And how do you suggest we hold it?
The other way. Shut up, both of you. We're holding it fine.
Okay.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange.
It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now? Does it matter if it's actually real or not? Talking about it gets under his skin. That's all that matters. We should talk about it even more. Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent. We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time. Reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command,
Okay, we don't see our
slowly
arm
slides
this
open,
time.
Scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Why am I not surprised?
You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both
I wonder if I
narrow
should
and
save.
grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
I kind of want to see this to the end at this point, so let's save. Yeah, perfect.
The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned. Do you intend to weakly claw your fingers across my skin? Or have you finally decided to try and kill me properly?
Okay, hot.
I think you'll find it won't be so simple. I've changed. The way your flesh felt grinding beneath my fist, it woke something in me. That wasn't a fight. It was something worse. I'm something worse now. Why don't you come down and see what you've made of me?
Do you hear that? Well, sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's
Oh
walls
god,
are
motherfucking
painted
damn,
blood,
okay.
deep, sickening red that drips
She's
down
a
in
fucking
streams of the
rotted
charred corpses
corpse
that lay
now,
across the
okay.
floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands
Alright.
in the center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. Then, with a nauseating sound, the skin
God damn.
tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you.
She wants us to be afraid. She wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction.
This guy is starting to talk sense, actually.
That's right, no fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us.
Yeah, fuck her up.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one.
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
Horrifying squelch.
Oh.
You are unwound.
Oh,
I
okay.
hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Oh. Oh, that's what happened to us when we tried to leave. What? What?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator's gone.
Does that mean the world ended?
Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Okay. Oh. So that's what we look like. Okay. We're a weird fucking demon thing. Proceed to the cabin. Hey, yo. Oh. You're at the cabin. Yup, this is what cabins typically look like in my experience. Yup, there it is. The cabin. Do y'all like my summer home where I go on vacation every summer? My lakeside cabin up there, you like it? Does it look welcoming and inviting and comfortable? All right, what's fucking up, lady? You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
The other thing was talking about a vessel too. Oh. Wait, would this not have been here if we didn't do that? That's cool. That's so cool. You're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened
No, not really. I don't really get frightened easy. Actually, it was kind of cool.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Fuck if I know.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace. You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in.
I like her
is
better than the
vacant.
princess. Yeah, this one's like
Nothing comes
cool.
here but
This one's
us.
actually nice.
I know only that they are. Nothing as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me your perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
So is this the goal of the game then?
Everything, until we meet again. Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I'm gonna save before I do this, but
If
I
you
want to
need
see what
time,
happens.
Then I'll wait with you. You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
The game closed. Okay. Cool. Let me reopen that gunch real quick.
You have returned to me.
Oh, that's
Though
cool.
you were gone mere moments, I never left your
Oh,
side.
that's cool. Okay. I wonder if it knows how long you waited for. In any event, yeah, that was cool. Okay.
She
Anyway,
asks that I
let's
tell you to remember her. You won't.
Christ. Okay, fucking blow out my ears. Everything goes dark and you die. Alright. Just joined this stream wearing my sadly deceased T.O.
You're on
Edgar's
a
old
path
Jester
in the
costume.
woods.
What's up, Christopher? Welcome,
And at the
welcome.
end of
Hope you're
that
doing well.
path,
Hope you're having an
there's a
alright
cabin.
time.
And in the
Okay, so we just have to get all the endings. Now we have our goal. So I wonder if we head down now.
you make your way up the short path to the cap. A warning before
Proceed into the cabin.
the interior
Okay.
of the blade is
Let's do this way again.
the door to the basement.
But when we get here... Hi.
Hey, stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please.
Okay.
Down the stairs.
We were here before. Okay, let's examine the chains this time. Let's try to actually
Only
help her
making this
escape.
more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the
Okay.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Shit, you did it to yourself in another timeline.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone
Alright.
else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Wait, is the narrator able to shut the door like that? Are you able to manipulate shit, my guy? You couldn't in the last one, or if you could, you weren't. Return to the bottom of the
Make your way to the
stairs.
bottom of the
Okay.
stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
This would have been easier if you sucked my cock and balls, narrator man.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam.
Yeah, it is pretty messy.
They
I
left
shit
you
my
down here
pants
too,
a couple
didn't they?
times. My bad. My bad. My bad. You know, you get killed enough times, I guess it's inevitable you're gonna expel what's in your bowels. Why am I going at length for this bit? Why am I the way I am? Okay.
There's a slight panic
Um,
rising in the princess's
What are we cutting your
If we
arm
could
off?
just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
You're
She
so
barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth.
fuck
her
me,
teeth
man.
tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
What? You did not hesitate, motherfucker. You know, there's supposed to be, like, some shit in your brain, right? That subconsciously stops you from doing shit like this. Like, you really gotta fucking try to be able to cause yourself damage like that. Like, you can fucking... I don't advise this. You can try it right now. You just try to get yourself to fucking bite into your wrist. You can't do that shit. You can. You physically can. Your brain's gonna stop you subconsciously. Like, that shit takes effort. You don't just fucking chomp into that shit like a Big Mac. Fuck kind of Sigma grind set is this lady on, bro?
As she rips her flesh from her bone,
Was that the
sound
fucking...
comes from behind you.
Was that the fucking metal pipe sound?
Metal.
Oh my god.
It's the blade from
Oh.
upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here.
The blade
There's a time to
fucking-
strike. It's now.
Clipped through the floor.
Or we could use it to free her. You
True.
won't like what happens if you do that.
But what if I do like what happens? Yeah, fuck it, let's save her.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
What?
place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm,
What?
just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
What? Why is she staring up at us with them big ol' eyes? She's like the fucking cursed pleading emoji. You know the one that's like poorly drawn. I'm not saying this is poorly drawn. The artwork in this game is actually really fucking good. But like, you know the fucking cursed pleading emoji. You know the one. Why does she look like that? Why she got fucking like... She looks like... You know what she looks like? There's this image Rui made of herself with fucking like purple residue around her mouth, like the grimace shake shit. It looks like that goddamn image. And how is she looking this calm when we're cutting her hand off? Well,
You cut into her flesh.
God, at least her boobs are nice. You know what? At least we have that going for us.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
All right.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
And again, why didn't she do this like forever ago, right?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just...
Is
let
bro
her
about to
escape.
intervene?
As the princess approaches
Oh,
the bottom
fuck.
stair, your body
He
steps
can control us.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I will try not to.
Body
Oh,
plunged
fuck.
forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling
Good.
back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist.
Oh,
the
her
blade.
arm is
Trying
starting to get a little
keep it
corrupted.
alive.
Yeah, okay. Resist.
The blade. Move.
No,
The blade.
I don't think I will.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Fuck you, narrator. I am my own person.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly
Oh, and now we're getting the nails.
rigid hands.
Bro, trim your shit.
What are you doing?
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I think you'll find I don't, actually. I think you'll find that I read about it because it's a visual novel. And you're a narrator in a video game, but, you know, whatever, man.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
Oh,
that's
almost certainly
rich coming
not.
From you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark.
She really does look like the cursed emojis, though. Just like a better drawn human version of them. Alright, this time chapter 2 is the damsel. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
Now that I know that the
at the
goal
end of
is to
that
get all
path
the different
is a cabin.
endings.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
or at least enough of the endings to get the thing, I am going to save here, and that way if I fuck it up, I can come back and try another route.
You're here to slay her. If you don't...
Okay, I already know that I died, whatever. Yeah, fuck you, I already know that you can control me.
What on earth are you talking about? We just met for
Don't
the first time.
don't fuck around with me, brother.
Maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Okay,
Yes,
good
he
point,
didn't
good
approve of us
point.
last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
I say very loudly so that the narrator can hear.
Beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table.
It's your
Then you
fucking
should
fault.
know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Y'all ever just have a day when everyone you like is streaming? Occasionally, yeah, there's like 2 or 3 streams where I'm like, oh god, I'd want to watch that, and I can only pick one, and I gotta watch the VODs later. What's up, Drill to the Heavens? Welcome, welcome, hope you're doing well. Glad I am, I assume, included among the people that you like. I appreciate the compliment, gamer. But do feel free to watch whoever you want to watch. The VOD, like I said, will always be here, so, you know, it's up to you. But if you do choose to stay, we are playing Slay the Princess. A very interesting visual novel.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
This game has been getting big recently. Yeah, I think it just released the full version. I know there was a demo that I watched a bit of. But this is the full version now, and it came out right around Halloween, which is kind of perfect. So we're playing it on Halloween. But that's probably why, because the full version just came out like this week, I want to say, or maybe last week. Alright, to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her...
We already
already
told
said
you
that.
we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like him. I am gonna try to save the princess, but not because of that guy. That guy,
But I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
This guy's a little bit too much of a white knight for me, I can't lie. I just want to save her because she's hot. I'm not like in love. I also just want to see what happens.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Like shit dog, especially after what she transformed into the second time last time. Not the fucking like the muscle demon. I'm talking like the hot demon lady with the legs. I'm all about this shit. I want to save her. I want some demon head, you know what I'm saying?
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Alright, into the cabin we go.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Well, we already know he doesn't see the mirror. Let's approach the mirror
Walk up to the wall
without...
next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This is normal. You reach
Okay, our
forward,
arm is still
rub
fucked
your
up.
hand against
Okay.
the cabin wall. I hope that there was a mirror a second ago.
But now it's gone. Pity.
No, it's still
If we have a
drawn in
feather
the
out of place,
wall.
Now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Oh no, it's a banner. Okay. Mirror leads to the last path, I think. I don't think so. We have to go through the mirror at some point to get the calm in-between lady, but I don't think that actually influences that. I just wanted to see if maybe our appearance changes a little bit, but it looks like it's the same every time. So next time we can probably skip that, but for now, Let's go down. Fuck the knife. We're trying to save her.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more.
Can this guy
beautiful
shut
than
up?
last time.
I hate him.
I can hear wedding bells already.
Besides, the implication is he's his own completely different person from my own. Like, bro, if I get her out of here, you're not the one getting the demon head. I'm the one getting the demon head, motherfucker. Like, get out of my brain. I would prefer the narrator to the voice of the smitten. Fuck this guy.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top...
And this guy don't care enough. I mean, on one hand, I guess he's not competition, but like... What don't you understand about head from a demon woman? Oh my god, dude.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes.
Oh, she's got an even nicer dress this time.
There's a heavy
Okay.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero.
Wait.
I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
How can she remember us? Her arm is back. Or her wrist. Whatever.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Flattery's nuts, motherfucker.
For you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence.
Yeah.
You've been here before.
Yeah, we have. You know that. We established that last time. We don't need this false pretense bullshit,
That's right,
motherfucker.
villain, and you killed us.
True!
Well, she killed us.
Well, yeah, on account of you taking control of our body, you fucking narrator-ass bitch.
She made us try and kill her.
Why would you
It was
give me
self-defense.
choices if I'm not allowed to
Our
use them,
hands
you
remain
fool?
unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
And you have a chance to shut your damn mouth, narrator.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want
What
to
proof do we have, though, that she
Are you
did?
sure we want to rescue her?
I don't think that's the situation. I think, I don't know. What do I think? I think this might be like a play on... There was a creepypasta, I think it was called The Egg or something. But the concept was that every human on the earth is actually like... Well, let's start from a different point. So when you die, you get put into like a different person. And once you've experienced every life that ever has or will lived, you're fully grown enough to be a god. And I think that might be what's happening here. This might be like an iterative simulated thing, and the idea is the more you go through it, the more you form into something that actually is like real. I think it might be something like that. That's my running theory right now. But all of that to say, I think the narrator's bullshitting us, and we very much did not end whatever the other world is. So I don't know why this voice of the hero guy is so quick to listen to him, especially since he took control of our fucking body. Like, are we really okay with that? I'm not. I don't want my body to be controlled.
We never saw a world end.
Yeah.
Now I'm even more.
Show me,
must
you
chase our
fucker.
heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
For once I agree with you, White Knight.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay, very descriptive.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, it's not. She's just saying that... she's just saying that she would have.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything.
Yo, what's up, Kishi? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. We are playing a new visual novel. I am still trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Okay, so it seems she knows, but how did you get your hand back on? Are you Ethan Winters from Resident Evil?
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty?
Yeah, her hand actually is smaller than the hole.
With no harm
or at least like roughly the same size. Okay.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
I could if I had enough butter.
Why are you two arguing
or
over
cum.
the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Yeah, that was still a little sus though. She didn't really react to having her hand bitten off and then sliced off.
You're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be...
But that's also jumping to conclusions. Maybe she was just born without nerve endings? I don't know. Fuck you, narrator, making assumptions. I want to know what happens if we make her aware of the fact there's a narrator.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best.
Oh, she doesn't even...
That's all that matters.
She's... my genuine reaction to that information.
She took that in stride.
Yeah.
To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent,
Although
actually.
maybe she knows she's part of the whole situation here. She knows she's a character in whatever, like, time loop gunch we have going on.
She's
Okay.
Perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
That's also possible.
There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Alright, let's rescue her.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon.
Oh. You'll what, take over our body and force us to try to kill her? Okay, what if you had a weapon?
On my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
You can't. I'm in control here, buddy. Stop being a white knight. Get out of my head. I am evicting you. I am calling a lawyer as we speak.
I would.
You cannot live in my head rent-free.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Oh, we actually can just slide it off.
Slide her hand from her bite.
Also, we still have demon hands.
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
She's put in a cell, maybe because she's being a demon or evil or a witch, maybe accused of witchcraft. I don't know. I'm wondering, there's definitely something deeper here, and the narrator is going to tell us in one of these paths, but for now, I'm just going with the flow. I'm just waiting to see what the word is, what the vibe is.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh, if only you had a
weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
There's not anyone. The last time I tried to leave the woods, I got fucking grabbed by grabby hands. What do you
Luckily for Mr.
mean?
Romance, we don't have a weapon.
It was like Battle for Bikini Bottom, where the fucking disembodied hand grabs you if you go out of bounds. That's what happened. There's nobody out there besides the grabby hands. You can stop lying to me, narrator man.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Probably leave.
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
This is so stupid.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand.
This
the
is
last
cute,
hopes
actually.
of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Bro, I've been saying, it's not about love. I just want demon girl head. I want sloppy toppy from a demon girl.
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see.
Oh.
Isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face.
Fuck you, narrator.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
You know what? That's so real. So true, bestie. Let's do it. The
Okay.
power of love.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech.
You know what? New theory. I think the narrator's just an incel.
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the narrator's definitely an incel.
I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs and... You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yes.
You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer.
Yes.
I hate you.
Stop being an incel and maybe we can talk, motherfucker.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
We did it.
Oh.
What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Okay, here we go. Yup. I thought that might happen. It's time for you to leave. Memory
Where
returns.
did she go? Was that a... but it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt.
Okay. If you say so. I trust you.
She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Alright, in we go. You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh, we changed a little bit, you've grown. Yeah, I think I'm right. I think I'm right about the egg situation. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, there she is. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
I didn't notice this, but I guess they don't let you redo the things?
I have already made my own. They are useless to us now.
So I guess they do lock you out of choices then? That's interesting.
Of value are those. Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Okay, true.
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
They can be.
Do not worry. There are no wrong answers.
And be like, hey, I would really like this thing if you wanted to get me a gift, but you don't gotta. But then, like, if they get you that, it's not a gift anymore because it was what you said that you would have liked. But maybe I'm getting too into the weeds here, but I feel like a gift can absolutely be something that you ask someone for, given the right context. More often than not, it won't be, but that doesn't mean it exclusively can't be. But then again, I guess you are, like, brand new to the whole concept of being alive, so maybe you wouldn't realize that anyway. Fuck if I know.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see.
Oh.
I cannot know the ways I wish to grow.
So which endings we get are actually going to influence how she turns out then, is how it sounds.
And memory.
That's interesting.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The
Okay,
wounds
fair
they
point.
suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build upon. The task of finding my vessel.
Okay. Let's go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what we will meet again.
God, that gets me every time. Holy shit. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Continue to the cabin. I want to go down the path we did before. I want to do the one where, like, I went and talked to her and then I went back up to get the knife.
The interior of the cabin is...
I want to actually explore that path this time.
The door to the
because that's the one where I tried leaving.
Revealing a
Don't be
hi.
a stranger. It's been so long since I've had...
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Okay, so we already did all that, so we've already seen all that. What have you been eaten? I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before
We didn't
responding.
ask this one.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you...
It's interesting, though. I just had the thought, maybe the narrator's trying to stop us from growing whatever entity we're growing? It's weird. Okay, this is what we did.
You turn back to the... This is a dangerous play. She doesn't have a weapon, and she's
Oh yeah, that's
missing an
right.
arm. You can finish this right here, right now.
So the door's locked behind us now at this point. Oh wait, no. That's not what we did. Okay.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay.
This is different
we can
from
make
last
this work.
time.
She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. You
Oh.
make things easier on yourself and let me out. It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. Huh? It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my...
She sounds terrifying. As she violently rattles the door, you
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
I suppose I don't.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
I would be so sure about outlasting me. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest, do whatever you think will help you be prepared. But know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
Okay, hot.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the tape...
How would she not have woken us up if she got through?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
What in the fuck? That's a cool effect, though. I like how they did that. with the hand-drawn
Try and stand to
style.
your feet. As
This
the
is
princess
fucking
draws
cool.
near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer.
Ma'am, I think you need to change your light bulb. It's
Cocking
flickering.
her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
I mean, in a roundabout sense, I definitely did help you get out of
Your
here.
lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
This can't actually be how everything ends.
Most
I'm
likely
sorry,
not.
But it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The nightmare. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
Okay, blah blah blah. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning, she will lie.
Oh,
she
there's
will
no other
cheat,
voice this time,
she
I
will
just
do
noticed.
Everything in her power to stop you from slaying.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone. The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of
So
the
that's
room.
consistent.
A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door?
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting.
Oh, voice of the
Got
paranoid, that
eyes
is
on
new.
us.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Okay, but I'm not grabbing the
Should have
blade.
taken the knife.
I don't think going down there unarmed is going to do us any favors.
What if it does?
You cross over the threshold.
Oh, this is
and onto
normal.
A series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
I also have floating stairs going into my basement.
More
Seems
eyes,
normal.
too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature. Her
Okay.
cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Honestly, yeah, I'm down.
She must have you confused with someone else.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good.
Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
No, you'll be surprised. I got that Riz. I got that Burb Riz. That Ez Riz.
You make your way to
What's
the
up,
bottom of
Deadpan?
the
Welcome, welcome.
stairs.
Hope you're doing well. Happy Halloween.
As you emerge,
Big
you
booba
find
love.
yourself
Yo,
between
so
two
true.
loose rows
Glad
of
you
white
appreciate the
wooden
booba.
planks, suspended in nothingness.
What a gamer.
A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the
Also, did I ever say hi to you, Joanna? If I didn't, hello, hello. Hope you're doing well.
What seems
And
to
if I
be
did,
the
I
room,
still hope you're doing
they
well,
diverge in
obviously,
opposite
but
directions.
I genuinely can't remember because I was... This is a lot of reading and a lot of like, which path do I want to go down? My brain is working overtime. even though none of these decisions really matter realistically, I want to get interesting outcomes. So I'm like, how can I make this interesting? So my brain is, the gears are turning. The hamster in my head is running very quickly. Okay.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No,
Nah, this seems pretty normal.
Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
It is an ordinary basement. I don't know what kind of basement you have, but this is pretty standard.
I don't die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find...
Let's wait for her.
Decide it's best to do nothing.
It usually is.
There you are.
Oh.
I told you I was going to find you.
I'm back. What did I miss? Well, we're in the basement. This is happening.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Oh, she's kind of cute. I'm kind of like this one.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
It's almost like you want me to get you.
Yeah, nail on the head.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes
Oh shoot, you went with the nightmare? Yo, what's up, Techless? Welcome. Hope you're doing well.
What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
That was definitely a sound.
Please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh,
I want to have a conversation with you. You're cute.
Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here isn't nowhere to be seen.
Oh, that's cool. They made the heart, lung, liver, nerves part of the BGM.
That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is, because fighting her isn't an option right now.
Yeah, even if we had grabbed the knife, fuck are we supposed to do? She is incorporeal.
Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I swam. You died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can...
So our being alive does dictate whether the world continues going. Okay.
Tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave. I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
No, that's true. That's a good point.
You died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable. I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Hey, fair enough, man.
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise. I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
Yeah, you're cute. I want to hang out with you. I like this one. I like what we ended up with here. All right.
What?
Let's do it.
No!
Fuck you, narrator man.
Come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
L plus ratio plus you're British plus you're not real plus you can't see the mirror.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you can just wrest control away from us?
Oh, he's trying this again, okay.
Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit! Lungs, liver, nerves, heart. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion. Nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Come along now. You don't want to be stuck to...
The princess glides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon, this would be them, but we don't. We can still grab it on the way out.
Oh, Techless, I got here by locking her in the basement, if that's what you're asking. I've just also done 2 other endings already.
You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart. Lungs. Liver.
Alright, let's go up.
You step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality. Is this really worth it? At least it's a choice. That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing.
I think you'll find there's some eyeballs, but okay, buddy.
The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door. Her head twists
What the
back
fuck?
in your direction, watching you with dead eyes as the way out creaks open. Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet.
No, I think I actually like that idea. I think I want head from a ghost girl.
There's no harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and we are dangerously low on...
Dangerously's
Have you
nuts.
considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive. Heart, your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness. No! You're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. Heart, lungs, liver. I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I? Heart.
I mean, you're clearly good at it.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses
Shit,
it.
fair enough. I didn't want it anyway.
It vanishes into the inky black of the basement. Guess we're not stabbing her in the back.
I didn't plan on it.
I guess not.
I want to be her bird friend.
I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter, I'd rather not be sober.
And now you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do.
Yeah, let's do it.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed.
Oh, and he fades out. Wow, okay.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it.
Yes, pop off, queen.
But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin. Why is it so cold?
Here they come. Nice. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a... Why is it here? Why now? It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is it's calling us. And not in a good way. Okay. Can we trust you?
I like being nice to them. I feel like it's just flavor text, but it feels good. You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Silence, you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. You need to see what's in it. Oh, we're withering. Oh. Is that bad? That feels bad. Okay, we're back here. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. As easily as you can stand to be you, you are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit, even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Which other forms have you gotten so far? I got the one where you rescue her normally, and I got the one where you, like, get really pissed off and fight her in an MMA match.
This one is filled with sadness, a doll abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Alright, fair enough.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special. My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done. The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above
God,
you.
the fact that this game has voice acting is such a blessing. Okay.
We will know when we near our destination.
Alright, fair enough. Before I head back, I'm gonna leave y'all with the calm music. I gotta go take a piss in a couple hours, so... Seems like a good time for a break. Get up, get a snack, do whatever you need. We'll be back in like a couple minutes, probably. So yeah, BRP. Already finished the game? No, not exactly. We've gotten 3 endings, but you need to get some arbitrary amount before you actually quote-unquote finish it. Let's head back. Alright, glass shattering noise now.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Alright, that time it didn't get me because I remembered.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin...
Okay, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
You make your way up.
Into the cabin, blah blah blah.
The interior of the cabin is...
I have an idea.
You take
the blade, enter the basement.
The door to the basement...
Don't be a stranger. It's been
Okay,
so long
but this
since I've had any
time...
visitors. Come on down.
Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the 2 of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really isn't.
Yeah, let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with...
I've been pissing a lot more frequently. I probably shouldn't talk about this, but I don't give a fuck. I've been pissing a lot more frequently, which is, I think, a good thing, because it means I'm actually hydrating enough.
Thank you.
So that's pretty cool.
Maybe now we can just talk.
I would love to talk. How about we talk about how nice your boobs look today? I still don't know your name. Princess? Princess, Andromyda, perhaps? You wanna, like, go to the drive-through wedding shit in Las Vegas? Get a wedding, a marriage license? Fucking have a weird, fucked up 2-year marriage and then, go our separate ways and act like it never happened? You interested in that? I can cut your hand off again and we can make that happen.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Let's put the Ezras on her.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're 2 people who have met each other.
Damn.
By
Never
definition,
mind.
we have a relationship.
Always worried I just have a weak bladder. American school system for a few years instilled way too many problems in me. Yeah. I don't know what it is about, like... When you really think back about it, isn't it kind of really fucking weird that you could ask to go piss in school and those motherfuckers could be like, no, you're not allowed to do that? Like, isn't that kind of insane, actually? I say as if there aren't workplaces that have also tried to do that shit and got owned for it. Maybe you have a name this time?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do.
Oh, that's different than before.
Note
Okay.
the detail. You can't... Don't just tell her that.
No, I'm gonna tell her that. I want to know.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so...
Yeah, they
dangerous?
haven't. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'd like an answer to. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling, actually.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart.
I love how just the act of taking the knife changes so much. Yeah, this is a cool route. It's like... It's kind of like the one where you didn't and I saved... Where I didn't and I saved her, but like... We're actually kind of talking out. This is It's interesting how many different potential routes I can see with this game.
How sweet.
It's neat.
Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We can figure out how to deal with them after I'm free. Fine. What do you want to know? Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight
Well,
answer out of her.
yeah, you say that, but like I don't give specifics all the time. Like when someone asks me, "Hey, when will this long-term project be done?" and I'm like, "I don't know, maybe a couple months." Like that's vague. That's not a specific. What, does that make me suspicious? Shit, maybe it does. I don't know, man. This narrator kind of not... I still think he's just an incel. I think he's just a bitter incel.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she is. I'm sure.
Have you decided?
You know why you're...
Yeah, let's get her out of
You
here.
have to be kidding.
Let's see what happens this time.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall, and they're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Hey,
She
fair
speaks
enough.
With almost complete. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way. You attempt to make your way out of the basement. Is someone else here? You try the door. You're here to
Okay, blah blah blah, you locked us in here. We already know you can
make
do
your way
that.
back to the bottom of the stair. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife. Pick it up.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Yeah, let's see what happens this
Against your
time.
better judgment,
This is the same
place the
art.
blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding.
Oh, this time she doesn't have the blood around her mouth though, so it is still different. That's what I'm worried about, is like, is it going to end up the same? But I don't think so. Her demeanor is completely different. She's a lot more like to the point.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through.
There's
bone,
also something
which
insanely
folds the
cute
bleeding
about how
stump of
little
her
she
arm
cares
to the
about
iron
this.
gauntlet.
Like, again, she has like those puppy dog cursed emoji eyes, brother. Like,
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
true.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are as the princess approaches the bottom stair. Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
Will it still let us...
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
It is different, okay.
Your body lunges forward to sink
Yeah.
the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
We have proven time and time again, you are not my guy. You are not that guy.
The blade. Move.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
I like
I'll make
this one.
Quick.
She steps
Oh, this
forward
one's gonna
and
know how to
primes the
use a
blade
knife,
through
isn't
the
she?
blades.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
She's aware. She's aware of the
Her
fact
face
that we're
remains
coming back.
unchanged
That's
as you watch as you
interesting.
collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end.
This is so interesting.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The prisoner. This is different, okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Yeah, we already did all those. We already knew.
Warning.
We've seen that.
She
Blah,
will
blah,
lie.
blah.
Yes,
Blah, blah, blah.
yes, don't
Oh,
believe a word
skeptic.
she
Okay.
says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
What a fucking nerd.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
You know, that is a good point, though. Why are prisons built the way they are? Like, they're so... Like, I get why the prison part of the prison is built the way they are, but the entire structure is just so imposing. You could make the case that it's, like, to dissuade you from committing crime, because you're like, damn, I don't want to be there. That's kind of fucked, but, like... I don't know, I feel like it's more dystopian than it is actually, like, discouraging of crime, you know? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your...
I also like,
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
the fact that there's so many different renditions of what the interior of the cabin looks like is really cool. I don't think we've seen a duplicate yet. Enter the basement.
I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting it... Are you sure? What if she... I don't know... turns it against us? Yes. Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat.
No,
to
I
the
think you'll
entire
find
world.
that I want to rescue
Okay.
her.
I'm trying.
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm the player.
Yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. Wonderful. You do exactly that. Sweet. Don't worry about it. We haven't... No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless.
Bruh?
Moving on.
That's
The door
interesting.
to the basement creaks open.
Our choice
revealing an
didn't
old
matter.
stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs.
Oh, she's like
It's
sultry
been a while
now.
since I've had company.
She's
I
got
wonder what visitors
Riz.
she could be referring to. Are we not the first? You walk down
Oh,
the
what the
stairs and
fuck?
lock eyes
Okay.
with the princess.
She's like
She looks up
real
at you,
chained
the
up
heavy
this
collar
time.
around
What
her
the
neck
fuck?
clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yeah, I've been asking about that this entire time. Why is there an extra chain?
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Alright, let's sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close.
I like this one's
holding
crown.
up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Might as well watch the stream again, but I do have a question. Where can you get this game? It's on Steam. It's on a very small sale right now because it's new. I think it was like $14 USD. But yeah, it's on Steam. Yeah, fuck that. I'm
Do
not
as
gonna
she
intimidate
asks
her.
and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Yep, that's the idea.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock your...
Yeah, let's inspect the shackle.
If I were you.
Well, I'm me and you're not me, so
And
fuck
why
off.
is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason.
Yeah, I'm with you,
to
buddy.
Investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Yeah, inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
The narrator says some interesting things. He's apparently detached from the story as a whole on account of him being able to pour himself a glass of alcohol earlier, and now he's saying, here's what I'm supposed to say next. He's an interesting character, but we're finding out like a suspiciously small amount about him, as if like we're not supposed to care, which I kind of do care.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Become your own jailer.
Yes.
Ah.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible.
This is an interesting route.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch? No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly
Yeah, can we do
important.
anything with that in the other routes now?
No. Yep. Nope.
That's rude. You and the
Okay,
princess
damn,
wait
alright.
in silence,
No
though
talking
neither
then,
of
what the
you
fuck?
knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. Her very existence is a
I
threat.
didn't mean
It
to
harms
click there, but
everything
whatever.
around it.
I've been trying to let them read out the lines.
How exactly does that work? It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time.
I
And
hate the
after that,
narrator.
even more time
I hate
passes
him
again.
so much.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude.
Alright, my bad.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happens to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Well, we're
Even more
trapped down here, I
time
guess.
passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly, there are no walls. And then... And?
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
True.
So this is the outside world.
Oh. So it doesn't matter if you go through the door, you just have to be exposed to the outside of the cabin. Wow. Okay. Cool. We got a lot of information in that route. Wait a minute.
she's gone. Where did she go? Is that a... But it feels so bad, like looking into it right now.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
Okay.
Feels too good to be true.
Okay, what do we look like now? You've unraveled. Okay. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
That
There's
seems
hope
correct.
And sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last. We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Alright, fair point.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
I'm trying to get all the, like, relatively not... terrible... Like, the ones where she doesn't die are the ones I'm trying to get. I don't know if that's for better or for worse, but we'll
If I
see.
did, I would already be awake.
I like how it pulls the mouth open when she talks. I just noticed that. One of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator. I want me to kill you.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
It's interesting. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't know how I
I'm on the
know.
cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Does that mean we're almost done?
One.
Oh,
Whatever you bring me next. will
okay.
be
The
enough.
next one is
And
the
in
last
that
one.
you will bring
Okay.
Others back to me. I will be singular. These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I'm ready to go
The
back.
next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
God. Even when I'm expecting it, the fucking... Bring the prisoner to her. The fucking glass
You're on a
shattering
path in the woods.
gets me. It's so fucking loud. Silently continue, blah blah blah. I want to see if I can do anything with the chain now. That's what I want to see.
Almost entirely.
Let me make another save here. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement.
Don't
Hi.
be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please.
You walk down. She's beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if I can do anything.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
There were no options
Thank
about
You're
it that I
making a
saw.
human. You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains, but they're large and heavy. Far too.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the. Is someone else here? Your shouts, and I'll repeat.
Okay,
You
return.
make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, we've already done... I'm gonna load this. Take the
Take
blade
the blade from the table.
and see if we can do anything on this route.
The door to the basement. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate, I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized?
Yeah, let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment, you will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
You know why I'm here to kill you.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Okay. I was hoping it would let us do something with it, but oh, that was not what I wanted to do. Oh. Well. I accidentally saved over... I guess we're stuck on this because I fucked up.
Oh? Have you
You know.
What if we do this?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
These are different dialogue lines,
She
so
speaks with almost complete non. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement. You make make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been against your better judgment.
Approach
No,
the locked
we won't have
door. Oh, it actually doesn't let you. Wow. Sure enough, it grays out the ones you've already done. Well, I wish I hadn't accidentally saved over my thing, but
Bring the blade down and plunge it into
we
the
are
princess's
stabbing her in the back, I guess.
Okay. There's no going back now.
This is the choice I've had to make.
Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Give up.
As the blade falls from your trembling hands, the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker. You fall to your knees, barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, we'll kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting
I didn't
back.
want to.
How disappointing.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
Is this what y'all want me to do to you? I know some of y'all out there have said it before that you want more Dommy Ezra, or at least you've hinted at it. Is this what you want? Is this what you want to see from me? Should I get art of me in this situation?
Her knee
Is that
falls
the
to your
play?
throat, your windpipe crushed.
Is that how I win as a
Everything
content
a slight
creator?
form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's not gonna end like this.
Everything
We're
goes
gonna
dark.
come back to life, my guy. It's
you
fine.
die.
Tower. Rapunzel?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to sleep.
Okay, we know. Go to the cabin, blah, blah, blah.
A warning, she will lie. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her.
The broken.
Stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Yeah,
I'm
what the
not being a
fuck?
pessimist.
What if I want to
Just being
save her?
realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
Yeah, but you'll
So
find that
please try
there
to
is a
ignore both of
difference.
those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. If that's
Okay.
what you want. I guess I don't have a say here.
You don't. Shut the fuck up, voice of the broken. The only thing that's gonna break is your cock when I
The
snap it
interior
in
of the
half.
cabin
What
is
the
larger
fuck?
and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
But
Why
I
do we feel
don't.
so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Yeah, fuck
Blade
that.
this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed. Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
Bruv.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below.
Are you about to have a giantess moment?
You almost feel at ease. Huh. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't
Yeah, sure.
kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess
Oh yeah,
towers
she is
over you,
big, okay.
almost glowing in the weak
Fair
starlight,
enough.
her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Alright, first of all, they. Second of all, how the fuck do you know what kind of VTuber I am?
I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me.
You know, I'm not really
sweet.
into the whole feet thing or the giantess thing, so like if you could just I mean, I want to get you out of here ideally. I don't know how I'd pull that off on account of me being really tiny in this version of this world we've got here, but I mean, I didn't come here to kill you. I've very specifically been going out of my way not to kill you where possible. Because I don't like the narrator.
And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
God. On one hand, I'm not really into the whole Dommy mommy gunch. If you thought I was misgendering you, Ezra. No, I meant her, because she was like, oh, the little bird, pee pee poo poo. Sorry if that wasn't obvious. No, I was talking to the princess. Sorry for the confusion. I'm saving because I want to say no, but I think that might be instant death given the context.
But the words don't leave your mouth.
We didn't have a choice.
Instead, your legs buckle and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we
Again,
talk?
this isn't like my gunch. I think the roles need to be reversed if you want me to be into this, lady, but fair enough.
Last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Did I tell you that? I didn't actually tell you that. I very didn't. How do you... Okay. Whatever.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It does. But why did she say the last time we met? That's not right. That can't be right. She's right. We've been here before. We've died here before. Pitifully. We might as well do what she asks of us. And
Well, I'm not a huge fan of the actual, like, world-ending situation.
can't you feel it?
Okay, her ass is not Thanos.
He's being melodramatic, but the point stands. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? Well, I'll be damned. That's not good. Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart. Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Know the limits of my cock in your mouth, big lady.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet. All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should...
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful God unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Wait, I can skip. Why can I skip? What? Am I able to wait this out then? Or is that a bug? That feels like it might be a bug. Like, I don't want to pledge myself to you, lady. I'm not into that shit. I'm not about that shit. I'm not about that life. Is there actually not a choice here? Wow, okay. Huh. Okay. Fine.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Well, no, I legitimately did not have another choice. By the game that you are in. You are a video game character. You're not real. And when all this is over, you're gonna get outside. You're gonna be like, oh, why does it feel so cold? Ugh, ooh, ouch, oof, owie, it's so cold. And then the grabby hands are gonna be like, yeah, let me grab you, wah. And then you're gonna get pulled into the place between or whatever. So, like, really none of this matters anyway, but, you know, I reckon that given another option, my will would, in fact, have been stronger than yours, but there simply was not another option, and therefore, you're a bitch, you cheated, and my dad works at Nintendo, and he will be finding out about this, so I hope you enjoy your last moments being a giantess Lamau.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to
It
say.
isn't. Everyone's like, ooh, you chose this. Ooh, you chose that. You can choose to put my cock in your mouth and shut the fuck up, because I can only click on the things that the game lets me click.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No. It used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Are we actually learning about the... Wait! Those are the hands in the background. Wait a minute. Hold on, are we about to get another lore jump?
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
She has become aware of the narrator. Wait a minute, this is huge.
What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Ah!
Yeah, that was a convincing scream. Good job, British guy.
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Oh, what the fuck?
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon.
All you need to do is believe it's been done. You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart. It's easy. And once you let her in, please don't do...
Again, I'm not really being presented with other choice.
This is how it was always going to be. And it is good.
Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
I can still do the skip thing. I don't know if it does anything. I think it is just a bug. Unless it's supposed to be like some ludo-narrative bullshit.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
What if I bite your finger?
Nothing. And then, everything.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I told you.
She's gone. Is that a... But it feels so bad. Like, look, I don't want to look at us.
A mercy.
Alright. Well, let's see what we look like now. Nothing. Okay. Wait, I'm seeing like a bird creature, like a fucking, like a plague doctor looking ass. Yeah.
I think you know.
Oh, fuck you. I knew you looked something like that, you ugly ass bitch. Hey, fuck you.
The narrator.
Alright, well, we're finally meeting him.
That's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I'm an echo, likely one of many.
Okay.
Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Why is that so fucking loud for, though?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. Okay.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
But like...
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
Oh, so you've fallen for the JRPG God fallacy, where you're like, if we end everything, there can be no more bad. But I, like most people, would be inclined to say that actually bad existing is okay because then good exists. So, like, yeah, I think I will not actually be killing her, Lamau. Fuck you, Birdman. Oh, wait. That's why she called him a bird, because he is one. Oh, shit. That's like the least important revelation of all time. Why did I get so excited for that? Why am I the way I am? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I destroy her, how is that existence any better than death?
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Well, that actually... What would it be like to live in a world without her?
Burdenless. An eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just, there's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
Okay. What else do I want to ask you? You call this place a construct. What is it supposed to do?
It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now.
Okay, that answered something for me. You said she contains death. We already said she's the change thingy. We just found out why you couldn't tell me, because if I know about it, it'll stop working.
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
But, like, no. Yeah, you are kind of an asshole. I think I want you to know that you're an asshole.
The inevitability of death is torture. I would gladly put two infinite beings through what you've been through to spare infinite lives from oblivion.
Is there anything else I want to ask him, or are we done here?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Run out of questions, okay. I think you're out of time. I'm not gonna slay her. Rest easy, I'm gonna destroy her. Rest easy, I'm gonna destroy her. Lie. I think the most fitting way is to just watch him die.
I've said my piece, and my time is up.
I like his animation. There's something off-putting about
Like I
it.
said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Okay, I'm gonna make 2 saves just in case I fuck it, because I want to see what both happen. I want to see both endings if I'm allowed to. I don't know what was going on with the language I was trying to use there. My brain shut off. You see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet. A vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. So I was partially right about the egg theory. Proceed to the cabin one last time. Bring the tower to her. There's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh shit. Fuck was that? Oh. Nice.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Fair point.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world
This
devoid of
BGM
death,
reminds me of...
meaning?
I'm gonna wait for this
Or
to...
will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Reminds me of Hollow Knight. Yeah, I feel that. This reminds me of, this whole scene, it reminds me of the, I don't know, the final boss of that game. I won't spoil anything about it, but it's got very similar vibes to one of the possible Hollow Knight endings. That's a good question.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
What?
You become nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. You are terrified of a power so far beyond you that it strips the meaning from your every action. But at the feet of that power, the dark parts of you cannot help but burn away. Your inadequacy is reduced to cinders by the blazing light of the divine. When I proclaimed my godhood and presented you with a place by my side in my new creation, you gladly took it. Without me, there is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
That wasn't even what I was asking. I was literally just asking if the choices I went for would have mattered. But, like, I'm not liking the sound of that either.
And through your lack of one, you too were consumed. Yet together, we were able to create something beautiful. To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things.
Being permanent is not to end, but to change. Yeah, okay.
Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence? It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To be paused is to be trapped.
Fear is what pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known.
Pretends to protect us from loss. mean, yeah, she's spitting facts.
Losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again.
Yeah?
But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you?
I like this one, though. It's really cute. It's not, like, terrifying at all.
You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown. And through that, you feared nothing. Then you are one step closer to being free.
Oh, that was the wrong side of the mouse. Okay,
Another
what's
hair drives a
next?
stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever, consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Yeah. That feeling never left me, yeah.
Then there's no need for you to fight what we are.
I'm not.
Whenever you're ready, we can leave together, hand in loving hand.
I wanna keep this going.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world. What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
Yeah?
If you do not fear it, then there... If you need more time to open... Are you starting to see? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and
Huh. It's interesting because all the same, I don't know. I don't know what the...
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
This is also
It is
true.
from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
Yeah, to be fair, I am always in favor of, like, the godless, let humans figure themselves out situation, so... And I think this is the way to go. Let's see.
There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it.
Oh.
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you. I don't think that's wrong, but I'm not sure it's right either. But we can worry about all that later. She's too many things all at once out here.
Yo, Cora! What's up, Cora? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the raid. And to everyone coming from Cora, hello, hi. I'm Ezra Andromyda, RealCorp's fast and funny non-binary burb. We are at the finale of this game, so if you didn't want to spoil yourself, please do not feel bad about clicking away. I am currently trying to figure out what my philosophy on life and death is to figure out how I can deal with this thing in front of me. But yeah, hello everyone. I hope stream went well. I hope you're having a good time. Happy Halloween. Yeah.
There's still a piece of me.
This would close.
I can take you there.
It's time to resume our dance.
This isn't she. Then let's go.
Oh shit. What the fuck? Okay.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
There you are. You look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this out.
That's what I was hoping for.
I don't think I want that either. I don't feel the same. I feel smaller. Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
These are all functionally the same answer. I think I like this one the most.
I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Yeah, it wouldn't feel right, but I'll be okay. I don't think I'll be alone for long either. I'm sure I can find the others.
Alright, fair enough. You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence and electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see attention seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
Come on, princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new. I love you too.
Let's go. The blush. Oh, we still have demon hands though, okay. Oh shit. We don't even get to see it. That doesn't shock me too much. That it just ends cold cut. That feels like the good ending. That feels like the good ending. I can definitely see where we could have gotten some other ones, so I might load a save and see what happens just for curiosity. But that was really interesting. Oh, hell yeah. The axolotl? Yo! Axolotl in the credits? There's a track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Nice. Is that just like the different BGMs that I got throughout the game? I think so. That's a cool feature. I have the VOD, I can just go back and grab it if I want to, but that's cool. I like that. Return to main menu. That was good. That was a good ass game. It wasn't what I expected it to be. It says our song finished the game. The good ending doesn't count. What does it mean by that? What did they mean by this? When everything is possible, nothing is. Water and steel. Master yourself. They lived happily ever after. The frog. Hitchhiker. There are a lot of endings, it looks like. I mean, not that we should be particularly shocked by that, but let's see. Let's load this one. I'm ready. Okay, let's see what happens.
Nothing
Through conflict, we
brings me
carve
greater
meaning.
joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Free yourself. Okay, what happens with this one then? What if we just leave with her? You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. Well, it looks like stock footage of grass growing really fast, overlaid with one of those psychedelic screensavers from the 90s, but you know, I guess nothing can describe it. Also, this is a banger.
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Only new beginnings. Okay. And then this one is, I guess, the same thing, but with a little bit different, because we got a different ending. Then there was one more save I made here. Okay. I wonder if I do this one.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to steal a piece of me, listen.
It's time to resume.
She's relentless, isn't she? We can't, and lucky for you.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, he's gonna force me to go in here now. Okay, so that's not an option.
And here we are.
Okay, well, hear me out. What if I take the knife down? Enter the basement.
The stairs.
I don't...
She sounded just like that. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
What's that knife for? Have you changed? What if we just talk for a bit? Maybe we can figure this out.
Okay.
Then maybe you don't have to kill me. Maybe there never even has to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix the Echo's construct and make us both forget. Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Maybe we have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever.
That's a good point. If we do stay here looping forever, then the world outside presumably continues to go the way it is forever, which is kind of what I want. Because I think the gods should just piss off and let humans do what they want with the world.
If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right?
In a roundabout sort of way, that's a decent point.
I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose, right now, between me and everyone else. But you won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you. I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends.
Okay, let's try it.
Okay, if this is your choice, then we're doing it. I guess I'll see you on the other side.
That's interesting.
She takes the blade from our hand. She raises her gentle eyes to ours, a fondness in her gaze.
Everything is going to be okay. I love you too.
Damn. We dead. Oh shit, it actually does take you back. Are there gonna be
You're
any
on
new
a path
choices?
in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Wow. What if we go back here now? Okay. That's cool. I wonder, I probably should have saved there to see if anything changes. Huh. Oh well. I'll do one more, and then I'll probably call it. I don't think I need to see every possible outcome, I'm just curious.
Even now, you think you can destroy me. If it takes all.
You don't have to face her alone.
Oh, this happens no matter what, okay.
I don't think you can. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you on.
It's time to resume our day.
She's relentless.
So that happens no matter what. Okay, got it.
Too bad.
Okay. Well, interesting. Wow, okay, so you actually kind of just get railroaded
Here
into
we are.
this.
Do you... That's probably for the best.
Um,
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her
oh, this is
voice?
new. Let's just talk, the two of us, one more time
She
before you
sounded just
kill
like
me.
that. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
It's gonna be different again?
Then, aren't you? But if that's what you want, we might as well talk a bit first.
This is different.
I wouldn't mind a few extra minutes.
Sit with her.
Then maybe you don't have to kill me. Maybe I'm able to do the things you believe, so make me put it all back. Help me send us back to...
Can she really do that?
Okay, we already did this. Let's go through this again. I want to make a save there because I want to see if anything changes, and then we'll go
Everything is
back
going
to
to be
this
okay.
point
I
instead.
love you too.
Okay, so now we're here.
You're on a path in the woods.
Save. Save here. I'm gonna click through this since it put
You're
us back
here.
here anyway. Oh. Oh. Okay, that actually just ends it. Gotcha. Another idea, though. Okay. It actually tricked me. I should have just seen that through.
You're
Let me
on
go
a
back
path.
here.
You're here.
What if I leave? Oh, same thing. Okay. Then let's just kill her. Let's get the worst possible outcome. Let's kill her. Fine. Ugh, I don't wanna, but
So this
you're
is
dead.
Really it then. Let's see this through.
So this is what it feels like to actually die.
I hate it. I hate it so
I
much.
think this is for the best. I don't know what the world will be like without me. But it can't be that bad if it still has you in it. I've always loved you. Don't forget me.
Small melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. The tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carried a part of what should be you. Things won't be now as they were then, but they aren't nothing
She's
either.
gone. And I don't think she's coming back. Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Okay.
It's quiet here. He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Alright.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner.
Are these going to be the voices
Determination.
that we had throughout the game?
No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
I hope this was all worth it. Because I'm personally...
Okay, shut the fuck up, White
inconsolable.
Knight. I'm with you, but shut the fuck up. You're such a nerd.
Never to get over it. Here, here, to our vanquished foe. It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I'm not ending on that. Bear with me for a moment. Bear with me for 1 second. We're getting back to... Oh wait, not this one. Load. Here we go.
There is no song.
Apparently that's not true. She's too many things.
But I don't know. Bye and see you guys next stream. Alright, see you, Brandon. Thank you for hanging out.
Then let's go.
And I hope you have a good rest of your night. Alright, enter the
No late it
basement.
is.
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? I want that too.
Alright, here we go.
I love you too.
Alright, we're ending on this screen, gamers. This is the true ending. The first one we got is my favorite by far. So I wanted to end on this shot. Yeah. That was a fucking neat game. I really didn't think that's where it was gonna go. I knew that there was definitely gonna be some, like, the princess is a god, pee pee poo poo. And that the narrator was afraid of something else. But, like, I don't know. It's so cool that there's so many, like, different endings you can get to get up to that point, and then so many different endings you can get once you're at that point. That it's such... This is such a cool concept for a game. And I don't really know how to put that into words, necessarily. It's very, like... I don't know, I guess the whole thing is, like... It takes the already subversive, like, oh, can you really trust the narrator? Is the narrator the good guy or the bad guy? Do you do what the video game tells you to do, or do you do your own path, or do you do like a mix of them? Do you do like everything possible? So in that sense, it's like, you know, like think the Stanley Parable, which is already like subversive and already like it plays on that exact thing. This game took that and then it said beyond that, you're not a player in the game sense that's like able to say yes or no to the narrator. It like looped it fully back around and said the narrator is in control, and you're in control to say no to the narrator, and also you are more powerful than the narrator, and the narrator is just a character in the story. Like it's almost then back to full circle where like it's just a typical visual novel. I don't know if I explained that correctly, but the point is this game is really fucking cool. And even if you were here for like the endings of the game TM, and there may even be others depending on how you actually go about getting here and what dialogue choices you get. So, I mean, even then there might be reason to continue playing the game. There's also just so many different endings for like the base game for like the princess and how you can deal with like the princess within the construct. So definitely check it out. It's not super expensive. There's a lot to it. It's a very fucking well-made game. The art is so fucking cool. The plot, really cool. The characters, really fucking cool. It's just really good game. Really good game. Really good visual novel. I don't even usually like visual novels that much, but I did quite like this one. So do with that what you will. And if you're doubting that there's that much more to do, again, I said it earlier, the game's download size is 10 gigabytes. So there is a lot packaged in here. And another thing, because I was looking at achievements to see what kind of endings there are, I just got a bunch of endings. I have 25% of the achievements on Steam. So there is so fucking much to do in this game. So do grab it, do play it, do read through the thing. Maybe you'll have a completely different experience than I did, and that's very cool. I genuinely don't know. But yeah, with that being said, let me find someone to raid. Thank you again to the Korra people that hopped in and to Korra herself for the raid. I appreciate it. I fucking love Korra. Korra is my Oshi. What a gamer. What do I want to raid? There's actually people live today I can raid for the first time in a while. I'm gonna raid Pam. She's doing Halloween karaoke. Very cool. CEO of PlayAsia, supposedly. Go check her out. Go listen to her singing. She's fucking cracked and super talented. I am going to go rethink my philosophy on life and death and what it means to be happy because of this game. And I will get back to you sometime between now and never. Yeah, so go enjoy that. And I will see y'all tomorrow for some just chatting and gotcha gaming. Yeah. Alright, so until tomorrow, until then, Vtuber. Oh yeah, also buy the voice pack. Join the Discord, !Discord. There's a voice pack, you can buy it. I think it's good. I don't know. Tell me if it's good. I want to do more in the future, so I don't know what I want to put into them. So if there's anything you want to see in a future one, let me know. But I'm supposed to shill that. So buy the voice pack in Discord. Okay. Now, yeah. See you tomorrow. Vtuber. Bye-bye.